10 Asian countries that never get U.S. visas. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most sensitive and lesser-known issues in global mobility, the struggle of certain Asian countries in obtaining U.S. visas. While the United States opens its doors to millions of travelers and immigrants each year, the truth is, citizens of some Asian nations find it nearly impossible to get a visa. Whether due to political tensions, security concerns, or diplomatic rifts, these countries have been effectively locked out. Let's explore the 10 Asian countries that never seem to get U.S. visas. Number 10. Palestine. While not universally recognized as a sovereign state, Palestine represents a population that has faced significant difficulty in obtaining U.S. visas. The situation is complicated by geography, politics, and security. Palestinians often must apply through embassies in other countries, and even then, face high rates of rejection. The U.S. government's close alliance with Israel, combined with its concerns about terrorism and border control, contribute to the strict scrutiny placed on Palestinian applicants. Whether trying to visit family, attend conferences, or seek medical treatment, many Palestinians find the process nearly impossible. Number 9. Myanmar. Myanmar, also known as Burma, has been plagued by political upheaval and military rule, which has severely affected its international relations. The U.S. government has expressed concerns about human rights abuses in the country, particularly against minority populations. These concerns have led to sanctions and a highly cautious approach toward visa issuance. With limited embassy operations and increased vetting, Myanmar citizens often find their visa applications stuck in limbo or outright denied. The unstable political environment and lack of clear governance make it an unattractive candidate for U.S. travel permissions. Number 8. Bangladesh. Citizens of Bangladesh often find it difficult to secure U.S. visas despite having no active conflict with America. The reasons are multifaceted, ranging from fears of visa overstay to doubts about documentation. U.S. immigration officers frequently suspect that applicants may not return after entering the country. As a result, even students and tourists with good financial backing can find their applications rejected. This perception problem has created significant barriers for Bangladeshis seeking legitimate travel or education opportunities in the United States. Number 7. Pakistan. While Pakistan is not under an official travel ban, the country's citizens face some of the highest visa rejection rates in the region. The complex and often strained relationship between the U.S. and Pakistan contributes to this situation. Security concerns, diplomatic mistrust, and fears of overstaying visas play a major role in denials. Many Pakistani applicants go through lengthy and intrusive vetting processes, only to be turned away without a clear reason. Even those with strong financial and family ties to their home country struggle to convince U.S. consular officers of their intent to return. Number 6. Iraq. Although the U.S. had a massive military presence in Iraq for many years, that has not translated into easier visa access for Iraqi citizens. In fact, many Iraqis who work with the U.S. government still struggle to get their visa applications approved. The fear of infiltration by extremist groups and ongoing political instability means that visa issuance is extremely restricted. Even those who qualify for special immigrant visas often face delays or outright denials. The lack of trust in bureaucratic red tape has made travel to the U.S. the distant hope for most Iraqis. Number 5. Yemen. Yemen is caught in a complex war, leading to one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world. The instability and presence of extremist groups have raised serious security concerns for the United States. As a result, the U.S. has placed heavy restrictions on issuing visas to Yemeni citizens. Most applicants must travel to another country just to apply, and even then, success is extremely rare. The collapse of Yemen's infrastructure, combined with American security policies, creates a perfect storm that keeps ordinary Yemenis from ever stepping foot in the U.S. Number 4. Syria. Syria, a country devastated by war and humanitarian crisis, is another nation whose citizens are effectively barred from entering the U.S. due to ongoing conflict and concerns over terrorism. The U.S. has implemented strict travel bans and vetting procedures. These measures make it nearly impossible for Syrians to obtain visas, regardless of their reason for travel. Refugees, scholars, and even individuals with American family members often find their applications rejected or indefinitely delayed. The lack of a U.S. embassy in Damascus further complicates the process, leaving many Syrians with no legal pathway to visit America. Number 3. Iran. The relationship between Iran and the United States has been tense for decades, making visa approvals for Iranian citizens extremely rare. After the Islamic Revolution, diplomatic ties were severed, and since then, the two countries have exchanged hostility through sanctions and political rhetoric. Iranian applicants often face additional scrutiny, prolonged processing times, and frequent denials. Even students or family members attempting to visit loved ones in the U.S. find it difficult to secure a visa. This has created a sense of frustration among Iranians who wish to travel, study, or work in America but find the doors closed. Number 2. Afghanistan. Afghanistan is another country facing extreme difficulty when it comes to obtaining U.S. visas. Following the withdrawal of American troops and the return of Taliban rule, the situation has become increasingly complex. Many Afghan citizens, especially those associated with the former U.S.-backed government, have tried desperately to escape the country. While there have been emergency programs, the average Afghan applicant today faces nearly insurmountable hurdles. From the collapse of embassies to the lack of functioning U.S. offices in Kabul, the logistical barriers make visa approvals a distant dream. Number 1. North Korea. North Korea is perhaps the most well-known example of a country whose citizens are virtually barred from entering the United States. The decades-long standoff between Washington and Pyongyang has created a diplomatic deadlock, making any kind of U.S. visa approval for North Koreans extraordinarily rare. The two countries do not have formal diplomatic relations, and the U.S. maintains strict sanctions against North Korea. These restrictions extend into travel, meaning North Korean citizens are almost always denied entry. Moreover, the North Korean government severely limits its own people's ability to travel abroad, compounding the isolation. And there you have it, 10 Asian countries whose citizens face enormous challenges, or even outright bans, when trying to secure a visa to the United States. While politics, security, and diplomacy play central roles in these restrictions, the real impact is felt by ordinary people who simply want to travel, reunite with family, or seek a better future. Hopefully, as the world becomes more interconnected, these barriers will one day come down. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Infosphere. See you in the next video.